Australians will be the first team out.
Number 4, Chair O'Leary. 5, the black bar 2. 6, Bishop Emmy.
There's Tully Belvacqua.
7, Daniel
Experienced, vastly experienced guy. 12-year national team player. Penny Taylor, again a leading player in the WNBA. They have talent from 1 to 12 on this team. And their aspirations for this World Championships will be nothing short of defending their title. You've got Elizabeth Gamage there, the big 2 meters 4, 6'8" youngster at 19. And Lauren Jackson, arguably the best player in the world. I'm sure that many Americans, Taraji, etc., will have something to say about that. But one of the leading players in world basketball. And it's this Canadian team who are looking to cause the upset in game 1. A big scalp. And the strong basketball power that they are more than capable of surprising anybody on their day. Coach Alison McNeil won't be talking about respectability here. She'll be talking about performing and looking to take on the defending world champions. And there's that lineup. A lot of this team have played their basketball professionally across Europe. Many NCAA schools in the States. But in the end, as a group, they are a very, very competitive team. We're just about to stand for the national anthems of both Australia and Canada.
This will start for flying to the national anthem. First the national anthem of Australia.
Players exchanging mementos at the halfway line. Group of Canadian fans have made the trip all the way here as there is a very noisy group of Australians as well. Here are the three officials from Russia and the Czech Republic, about Julia William Martindale, Robert Malicki, and Alexander Gorshkov. And as with all these referees, they are the top in their profession. 4 minutes before the start of the second game in Group A of the 2010 Women's World Championships. And there's the starting lineup. And that's a huge lineup for the Australians, with Jackson and Cambridge on the inside, with O'Hare and Christy Harrower and Erin Phillips. So we've got so much quickness in the back court. And there's head coach Carrie Graf, hugely experienced internationally, was the assistant on the national team here for the Australians when Tom Maher was the coach. And there's the starters for Canada, who are taking on that Australian lineup. Chapdelaine is vastly experienced across in Europe. Kimberly Smith's got some tremendous athleticism and speed. But it's on the inside that Canadians have to take care of business, and Alison McNeil would have prepared them for the challenge that is Lauren Jackson, the challenge that is Australia. But, the front line of 2 meters 4 and 196, Cambridge at 2 meters 4 and Jackson at 196. Be interested to see which defensive strategy the Canadians put in place, because they have to deal with literally one of the best players in the world in Lauren Jackson, which you can see there, for another WNBA title literally a week or so ago, and one of the big talents of world basketball in Elizabeth Cambridge. The London-born Australian, at 19 years old, is the future of Australian basketball. She's already capable, but she can only get better. Chelsea Aubrey, the number 14 for Canada, who starts this game, plays her basketball in Australia, in Bendigo. So none of this will be a surprise to her. And I'm sure she's been briefing, if ever she needed to, her teammates in how to try and deal with the current world champions. This group A, is very, very competitive. Belarus have already beaten China, but Belarus, China, and these two teams are probably one of the most balanced groups in these World Championships. No such thing as an easy game here, because you are dealing with the best players on the planet. But in terms of aspirations, all four of these teams will have aspirations to get to the knockout stage of the 2010 Women's World Championships. Last minute, before the players come out to start this game. And in terms of what Alison McNeil's got to do, it's always daunting when you're playing the current world champions. She's got to get the belief into these players that they are able to compete. They've got to be very, very positive. They've got to be very aggressive, because the one thing you can guarantee with an Australian lineup is that they will come out hard, and they'll play hard from minute 1, and they'll still be playing hard minute 14. Canada's first task is to match that. If they match that, then we've got a game on, because the Canadians, great basketball nation that they are, will have the pride to take on this Australian team and try and come up with what would be an upset. Starting 5 lineups coming out. Second game of the 2010 World Championships, Group A in the CEZ Arena in Australia. Australia in the green strip, and Canada with the white, with the red piping. If Canada come out aggressive, this could be a second great opening day game here in the Czech Republic. Game 2, Group A, here in Australia, Canada, with Belarus currently sitting on top of Group A after their win over China. Second game of day 1 of the the 2010 World Championships. Here we go. Jordan Adams with a tip for Canada, but controlled, ultimately controlled by Australia. A movement as traditional Australia, away from the basketball, wide open. Gamage on the inside, not seen. Penetration, step through, and a nice finish. Krista Willoughby gets the score ticking over for the Australians. Defending champions at the first 2 points. Oh, wide open penetration is there, got a finish, and the foul is on Willoughby as Jackson came over to help. Nice decision. That's a good decision by Therese Gabriel. Good sign for the Canadians, very positive. The Australians were all over the passing lanes. Gabriel decided she was going to go to the hoop. Played in the last World Championships for Canada's been on this national team for 7 years. Veteran, they need that experience as they start their campaign here in 2010. Willoughby will run. Set for the Australians, looking for Jackson in the post. Split stake, Jackson gets it, seals a spot and finishes. And the task for the Canadians is to come up with a defensive strategy that takes the Australians out of what they're trying to run. Jackson gets a hand on it, chance for the Australians to run. Gamage wants it on the inside, beautifully fouled by Jackson, and finish. Cambridge with the easy 2, 6-1. Australia take the early lead. A nice backdoor cut. Tough over Gamage though, as she gets a hand on that one. Willoughby pushing. Numbers down the floor. Jackson runs the floor quicker than anyone else. The transition here was superb. And Jackson with a great touch on the finish. Gabriel again wraps it around. Extra pass, wide open. Aubrey for 3 is off. And it will be a Canadian basketball. An Australian basketball after the Canadian missed 3. Willoughby has the duty as the point guard for the Australians. 8 minutes to go in the first. Comes off Jackson's, there's the staggered screen. Jackson, mid-range for 2. It's just a little too easy for the Australians just to run their sets and get what they want at the moment. 6 points already for Lauren Jackson. Backdoor hands by Cambridge. Quick hands, the 6'8", 19-year-old. Knocked away, controlled, chance for Phillips to get it down the floor. Pushes, pulls out. Substitution on the Canadian bench as Jordan Adams sits down. Intimidating start by the Australians. 10-1 they lead with 7:15 to go in the first. And Snell in the game for the defending world champions. Tamara Tatum. Coming off that long 3 is way off, but that will be a Canadian basketball. Good job by Krista Phillips there, keeping the ball alive. Canadian basketball on the end line. Get the long two, is off. Offensive rebound. Gabriel gets the rebound, smart decision, pulls it back out. Chapdelaine, backdoor pass. Great rotation and help. Long three is off. It's just relentless. The defensive effort by Australia is relentless, is the only word to describe it. They absolutely are relentless. Here's Harrow. 10-1, Australia lead, 6:30 to go in the first. Harrow to the basket, kicks. Jenna O'Hare for three. Jenna O'Hare, here it is. Beautiful form. Phillips comes high. Oh, great backdoor cut, good read, help was late. You happen to make great plays to get shots. There's the backdoor cut. Kimberly Smith couldn't complete it, but will go to the free throw line to try and get the scoreboard ticking over for the Canadians. Kimberly Smith off to Spain. Playing Ibiza this coming season. And just makes the one, but scrambled. Tatum, great effort. Tatum comes up with a ball foul by Samantha Richards. And the ball will be brought in on the sideline by Teresa Gabriel. Canadians in the half court. Defensive pressure, intense by Australia. Tough looking shot, great effort on the defensive end, but Gabriel can't make it. Numbers down the floor for the Australians. Penetration to the hoop and beautiful finish. Jenna O'Hare again, that's back-to-back points. The three is followed by the penetration. Phillips, Samantha Richards almost stole it. Abby Bishop does, and Australia are rampant. Good effort on the defensive end, just about saved. Great effort by Kimberly Smith. Teresa Gabriel trying to get some offensive balance and some rhythm going at to the Canadians at the moment. Turnover. Oh, Tatum's effort, tremendous in recovering that. Tatum has it now. 5 seconds on the shot. Tatum with a floater is fouled and will go to the free throw line. Abby Bishop's beaten on the penetration. The helps late and steps in. And Alison McNeil takes a timeout, and she has a lot to talk about with just under 5 minutes to go in the first. So Alison McNeil faced with a deficit of 2-15.
Nice backdoor cuts. He's done a good job on that. We've had Kim once, and we've got Tim.
Has got to find a way to get some confidence into his team to face up to the defensive pressure that Australia is putting them under. As she just said, her backdoor cuts are available, and they're taking those opportunities and they're working well. And they keep doing that. You would hope the Australians will maybe step up the passing lane or two. That just doesn't happen though. This defensive pressure the Australians are putting the Canadians under is just relentless. Absolutely relentless. There's the numbers. No field goal yet for the Canadians. Their points have come from the free throw line as Tamara Tatum will try and add to those. It's important they try to keep the scoreboard ticking over and stay in touch. So Tatum on the free throw line after the Canadian timeout. First one is short. It's always daunting, your first game in a tournament, World Championships, etc. And it's made doubly hard for the Canadians because they are playing with defending champions. But Tatum makes the second, and it reduces the margin to 15-3. Samantha Richards handles it, steps back. Abby Bishop for three is good. It's one of those afternoons at the moment here in Ostrava for the Australians. They're executing their offense and they're making a lot of shots. Got to find a way to take them out of their offense though. Make them invent something, make them play as opposed to just run patterns. Richards, good effort defensively. Phillips steps out. Good effort coming off the bench there by Krista Phillips. Nice play, gets it in. The two is off. Numbers down the floor, the Australians are off and running again. Richards. That's going to be an interesting call. I don't really see that, but Holly Grimmer's going to get called for a push off the ball, but he's more just a coming together as they were trying to run the break, but foul's been called. Canada will control the basketball on the sideline. Philippatis handles it, gets it over. There's a relentless nature again in this Australian defense. In every passing lane. Tremendous pressure. Bevel Aqua. The vet, the oldest player on the team, is in a passing lane. Everybody's in a passing lane. Philippatis gets it off, comes off the Tatum screen. Nice pass, should be easy too. Is missed, but there's a foul called. And two more free throws as Natalie Honwa gets fouled and go to the free throw line. Chonwa, only 17 years old. Most talked about players in world basketball at the moment. Making her world championship debut at the tender age of 17. And gets both. Australians spreading the floor, looking to reverse it. Attacking spaces as the ball's reversed. Three is off from Schnell. Chance here for Canada to eat into this 18-5 lead. They've got to push it, be aggressive. Look to get some shots in transition. Ball back with Chapdelaine. Tatum, who's been very effective, big effort coming off that Canadian bench. Chonwa turned over. Chance here for the Australians again, but with Aqua pushes. But they reset. Good defensive transition by Canada. They got numbers back, they got balance, they had some safety, picked up that first pass as early as they could. Little step through move is no good by Abby Bishop, and it will be an Australian ball with a new 24 seconds. Subs from the Canadian bench as Jordan Adams steps back. Linda Snell. And Lauren Jackson steps back into the game. 18-5 the Australians lead, 2:44 in the first quarter. Phillips off the, she picked and then popped off of the screen. Jackson on the offensive boards. Still out of bounds player. Phillips came off the screen, intention to shoot, got the shot away. Jackson was called for the offensive foul on the boards on the far side, and it will be two shots to Canada. And Natalie Chonwa, second visit to the free throw line in hardly any time at all. youngster. She makes her 4th point. 18-7. Canada getting back into this now. Phillips puts it on the floor, gets to the hoop, kicks. Jackson, extra pass. Ball gets stuck, and the foul is, I think, called on Achonwa.
Number 11, substitution.
First foul for Achonwa. That's a great, the youngster guarding Lauren Jackson. Can't be backing down, the youngster. She's going to play her hard. And those young players, no fear at that age. Phillips gets a feed set, pulls up, is short. Defensive rebound, and Smith pulls it down, looks to kick it up. The Paytas, it's just getting held up around the halfway line. They've got to try and get it to the front third, get to the edge of the three-point line where they can be a threat. Nice post on the inside, not seen. Kimberly Smith gets it. Too much help by the time she got it. Chance here for Phillips to run. Gets to the hoop. Tough finish on the end of the break. Absolute live wire, Ellen Phillips. Got out on the break, finished beautifully. Look at this, in traffic, over Murphy. Soft touch, great finish. Chonwa coming off the screen. Looks inside, shovels it. Jordan Adams is a foul, and the Canadians will go back to the free throw line. All the Canadian points at the moment from the free throw line, yet to make that shot from the field. Multiple changes from the Australian bench. Obviously Coach Carrie Graf trying to keep the intensity high. And has the chance, with the depth that she has on that bench, to be relentless in their defensive effort. Jordan Adams is off. Jordan Adams is good for the second. Back to a 12-point Australian lead. Christy Harrow. So this is where the Australians are just being, to the extent, being allowed to run the patterns they want, get the shots they normally practice, and have been shooting a high percentage. Great job on the glass. Tremendous effort on the defensive boards. Let's take a look at that again. Great effort by the youngster. Two youngsters. We're going to see those two players at many World Championships, hopefully. Jenna O'Hay's called for the foul, but Natalie Achonwa and Elizabeth Cambridge really going at it, and the young 17-year-old Canadian comes up with the goods, and she's perfect from the free throw line. And continues that way, gets Canada into double figures, reduces the margin to 10 points. And the Australians a little bit out of rhythm. Jackson for the long three is way off. And it will be an Australian basketball. Great job by Harrow trying to keep it alive. But Gabriel knocked it out, so the Australians will handle the basketball on the end line. They'll reset as Harrow comes off, hands off to Belinda Schnell. Ahi. Jackson again puts it on the floor, pulls up, is short. Great effort by the Canadians on the glass. Team rebounding, great demonstration. They all boxed out. As a team, they secured that. Now they've got a chance to put this into single digits. Going inside, Achonwa, guarded by Jackson, takes it at her, is blocked. Chance for Australia to run the break, but again, the Canadian transition is good. Harrow wants to run some horns, she says, but changes her mind. Yeah, gets Gavin to come high, so they've got the two high posts, reverses. Jackson, open for three. Way short again. Gabriel's got to push. The Canadians could have numbers down the floor. Last shot of the game is good and close it to a 8-point margin at the end of this quarter. 20-12, the Australians have it at the end of quarter one. And after a very, very shaky start, and after 9 minutes, literally 58 seconds, they get their first field goal. But it's 12-20. And however good or bad it was at the beginning, the Canadians are beginning to work their way into this game now. There's some pictures of those large Aussie contingent. They've made this trek because they believe they can win these World Championships. There's the numbers. Nice looking number of 64% for the Australians. There's that one shot that the Canadians make. Rebounds have done an excellent job. Canada really holding their own in that aspect of the game. And they've got to the free throw line 14 times. Now a lot of that was for team fouls. And Jackson are a huge combination at the 4 and the 5 for Australia. Here we go, second quarter action. Canada have possession of the basketball. Gabriel off the double screen for the 3 is good. She's having one of those purple patches. Hits the 3 after the 2 at the end of the quarter. Good execution by Canada in the half court. 15-20. Jackson repositions on the inside. Strong finish. Well, that's a bit of education for young Natalie Achonwa. Jackson just beasted her in the post there. Achonwa's going to take a rest, I think. Just check, see if the jaw's okay. And Chelsea Aubrey comes back into the game. Jackson's good for the extra point. Re-establishes the 8-point lead. Kimberly Smith. Good job in the first quarter by Smith. Receives it again on the ball reversal, guarded by Belinda Snell. Smith's got to attack her a little bit more. Canadians begin to share the ball. Nice backdoor pass. Just didn't make the cut hard enough. Nice finish. Nice finish on the backdoor cut, looked after the basketball and finished it well. 23-17, Canada right back in this now. He moves it on to Harrower. Snell comes off the screen, looks inside. Cambridge puts it on the floor and is fouled. Jordan Adams just let the big girl turn the corner a little bit too much. And that big first step, there you go. She's already got her shoulders past her. It's a tough call, but tough call for Adams in terms of a matchup. The referee got it absolutely right, but for the first time in the game, the Australians on the free throw line. Elizabeth Cambridge will shoot 2. Way short on the first. But catches nothing but string on the second. 23-17. Just a little bit pressure on the passing again, slowing up this Canadian offense. Smith steps back, tough 2, doesn't get the roll. Cambridge, defensive rebound, huge one. Chance here for the Australians to run. O'Hee looks inside. Jackson wants it. Good help, but she turns away from the help. Doesn't get the turnaround. Harrower chases it down, but it will be a Canadian basketball. 8:10 to go in the second quarter. Coach Carrie Graff is always looking to stretch this group. It's such a talented group of players. Jordan Adams sits down. Kimberly Smith. Doing a nice job handling the ball, Smith. Inside to Phillips. Phillips got to face her up. Turnover, just recovered by Smith. That's a great effort. 7 seconds on the shot clock, but Kimberly Smith, presence of mind, knocks it against the leg of Christy Harrow, and Canada recover that. The whole thing started, Krista Phillips has got to try and face the hoop, got to try and face Jackson up. I know it's a daunting prospect, but otherwise she's only going to pass. Gabriel gets the little floater away, doesn't hit anything. That'll be a 24-second violation and an Australian basketball. Erin Phillips steps back in for Belinda Schnell. Christy Harrow guarded by Gabriel. Harrow gets it inside, oh, wide open, gives it up. Jackson thinks about it, doesn't, extra pass. The Australians sharing it. Ahi, nice bounce pass inside, probably overpassed that time, the Australians. Lots of they passed up a lot of open shots that time. Gabriel with a chance to eat into this lead. Could make it a 5-point game, came off the leg but not called. Harrow pushes. Phillips should finish, does finish, and one for Erin Phillips. Excellent finish by the guard there, gets off the floor, beautiful protection of the basketball, kisses it off the glass, gets the 2. Jackson steps out and Holly Grimmer joins the action for the Australians. This Australian lineup full of players who are experienced winning at international level. The and 1 doesn't go, so Australia still lead it by 9. Gabriel Phillips is an absolute terror defensively, so quick. Ball movement is good by Canada. Then they've got to attack it. Gone for the back door. Smith, a lot of pressure on the pass. Gabriel sits down and is replaced by Kayla Chapdelaine, and Canada has just got to hang in there at this point. They did a great job coming back in the first quarter. Harrow turns the corner off the glass for 2. Opened out to an 11-point lead now. Smith with some help from Chelsea Aubrey, so Smith brings it down. Just that they're not in threatening positions, they're just extended too far. The defense is really extended. Phillips for the long 2. Holly Grimmer pulls down a rebound. Phillips pushes. Nice pass to the inside. Bishop kicks. Extra pass. Grimmer for 3 is short. Phillips with a long rebound. Reset. Phillips for 3. Short. And Krista Phillips pulls down the defensive rebound for the Canadians. They're going to take some time with the basketball. They've still got to be a threat. They've still got to give themselves a decent shot at the end of that period. A lot of traffic around the ball, got a space. Long 3 is off, but Krista Phillips comes down with a defensive rebound. Retaining the basketball, looking to eat into the clock, shorten the game. Phillips kicks it. Smith's going to have to shoot it, does shoot it. Is good for 3. They're earning their points today, the Canadians, but I can understand the scenario of trying to take time off the clock, try and make it a lower scoring game, limit the number of shots that both teams take, and secure your own rebounds. At the end of that shot clock, they've got to have something that gives them a shot they practice. And Australia take a timeout with 4:54 of the second quarter to go.
Look, 2 things. All our shots are perimeter. Our advantage is inside with penetration and pass. Don't settle for these. Plus, we're not getting on the own glass. We are 1 or 2 people.
Carrie Graff, very animated during the timeout. We're settling for jump shots, is what she's saying.
So this, we want inside box penetration on pass.
The last,
this next set here. All right, let's
the
go.
last offense demonstrated that very well. They had 3 shots, all 3-pointers. Erin Phillips got her own rebound, they kicked it, but ended up with another 3.
Okay.
So I think she wants to be more aggressive with her offense.
Fish, Holly. Come on, Fish, you roll your ass down. Okay. Sammy, if you can score, you take that. Okay. Actually, no, let's get that way. Come off, Holly. Off Holly. Fish, shot right. Okay. You've got shot. Rip it down in.
Yes, came in a deep 3, but we also ran them. Here we go. They threw everything. They're doubling off the weak side.
Very calm timeout with Alison McNeil because she's asking to run through things. Run through everything. She must, and they must, be looking to get a higher percentage shot than they're ended up with at the moment. They've got to find ways at the end of that shot clock, 6, 7, 8 seconds on it to go, to be looking to be aggressive. No points for Canada from the fast break. That's part of the game plan that Alison McNeil has on the floor, looking to retain the basketball, shorten the game. And now they have a chance to cut it to 5 or to 6 points, and they're right in this. If they can keep this type of tempo, they can keep knocking down some shots at the bottom and the wrong end of a shot clock, the Australians could get frustrated. The back door is always available to them. That was highlighted during the timeout too. Ball movement, Phillips to the inside, shot clock on 5, got to get a shot now. Phillips with a jump hook is long. Phillips with a rebound, looks to push. Canada again with numbers back. Their defensive transition as the game has progressed has been so good. They've taken away those early shots that the Australians were getting earlier in the game. Phillips comes off the screen, thinks about it. Bishop puts it on the floor, gets repositioned. And they get a 24 shot clock violation.
Time for Canada.
And the whole, and we've got a timeout called by Canada. So straight after that 24 shot clock violation that they caused, they take the timeout. And at the moment, if they can get aggressive, they can get some easy shots. They're beginning to believe in themselves in this game. Timeout, Canada.
You guys didn't say otherwise?
Coach McNeil here is making sure. I think they've just got to come up with things at the end of the shot clock. They've got to come up with, at the end of the shot clock, they've got to be spaced enough so they can look to attack.
We can't stand and have someone pinned in the corner. The other thing is sweep the ball. They sweep the ball and blast it.
If they can keep the game with both teams getting deep in the shot clock, they make this next possession, they're going to start believing they have a real chance here. Momentum is a great thing. At the moment, Canada have a little bit of momentum going their way. They've got some stops. They've cut it to an 8-point game. They have possession of the basketball. So they've started to turn the Australians over a few times. Canada working their way into this game. These last 4 minutes of this first half, critical in their belief more than anything else. Tatum, guarded by Bishop. That's a matchup Tatum might want to attack. Oh, it's a long way to try and feed that pass and not a great angle. So turnover Canada after the timeout. Not what Coach McNeil was drawing on that board. So here's Samantha Richards trying to get some things going for the Australians. Grimmer with the long 2, towed the line. Grimmer gets the nice looking long. Well, they've given it Fulci towed the line, but no, the referee has given it to. That's the correct call by the official. Erin Phillips sits down, Belinda Snell steps into the game. Gabriel comes back for Canada. And they need Gabriel's leadership in these last 3 minutes. Smith. Peters gives it up. Tatum, first step, and we've got a foul. That's exactly what Coach McNeil was talking about, catching it and sweeping the basketball. So that when she caught it, she already got half a step just by the way she caught it and took it to the outside of Grimmer, who doesn't look happy with the foul, but that's that's much better by Tatum. She's got to use the athleticism she has. Nice first step, got to the basket. Lauren Jackson steps back into the game for Australia. Kristen Phillips sits down for Canada. Tatum again, got to be aggressive. Goes up, blocked, and draws the foul. That's nicer for Canada, getting into areas with matchups that they can get an advantage with. The foul was on Abby Bishop. She got pinned on the wrong side. Tamara Tate, got to make that pay now. She drew the foul, got to make the throws. Tate, no stranger to international basketball club-wise. She spent time in Germany. Wasserburg is a very good program in Germany. She spent some time there, makes the second. So 30-21, 3 minutes 11 seconds of the first half remaining. Well, Canada have definitely slowed up this Australian team at the moment. We've got to maintain that now. Ilo is turned over. They're looking for the deflection. And I think the referees have got it right. There was a deflection. And thanks to a little bit of help from Lauren Jackson, the referees got it right in the end. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Way short with the... they've got a rebound, Canada. Can't have Samantha Richards at her size, all 5'5", 5'6", who are getting offensive rebounds. Contained on defense. Jackson steps back for three, short. And Canada get the rebound. And we've got a foul, and it will mean Gabriel will go to the free throw line. Bevilacqua, there's the foul. Sorry, that was my mistake there. The team foul situation hasn't quite been reached. Tatum gives it up. Gets it back at the top. First step is good again. Gets to the glass. And try to find... Oh, almost the backcourt. Oh, Easy's missed. Tatum gets the block. Jackson's got it. She's fouled. A real messy phase of play, but... after the penetration by Tatum down the other end, Chonwa couldn't handle it, and in the end, Filipatis is called for the foul. Lauren Jackson on the free throw line. Jackson's good for both. Gets the Australians back out to a double-digit lead, 32-21. Canadians got to hang on to them now. They cannot afford to let the Australians have a run going into halftime. They can just get it, keep it in single digits, keep their belief there. Filipatis handles it, gives it up to Chonwa. No aggression on the dribble. She's got to be much more aggressive. Looks to post Jackson up. Gabriel gets to the keyway. Nice move off the ball. Good finish. Movement off the ball was excellent. Watch this. Gabriel penetrates, stays active, and a nice finish by Murphy. Teresa Gabriel gets called for her first foul. Christy Harrow wants to, is deciding what they're going to do. But meanwhile, Samantha Richards is on the free throw line. Richards is good with the first, opens it back out. Double-digit lead for the Australians. Only 14 points so far in the quarter for the Australians, so the Canadians have slowed them up. Now they just need to take care of the ball and try and reduce the margin. Kimberly Smith, again, picking the ball up a long way out. Chomwa guarded by Gavin. Got to go at her. Got to use the speed. No fouls. Good rotation by the Australians on defense. Harrower. Snell thinks about it. Huge rebound by Jackson. Doesn't get the drop. Jordan Adams comes down with a defensive board for Canada. The last minute of the first half. Teresa Gabriel handles it. Comes off the screen. Looks inside. Chomwa steps out. Guarded by Jackson. Travel. Well, if you can lip read there, as Alison McNeil said, she's just trying too much. You know, she's guarded by one of the best players in the world, and she's just got to be definite. Almost trying too hard to try to do too many things to beat Jackson. She's going to go at her, that's fine, but travel there, and it's 34-23, 11-point Australian lead. Nice kick. Snell puts it on the floor. Rotating was excellent by Canada coming up. They should score here, 2-on-1. Well, the pass was just so badly timed. Sam Murphy should have got on the end of that. Should have finished the play, but the pass just was so far behind her. Harrower to the basket is fouled. Oh no, they pulled the illegal dribble. Yeah, definite mishandle there by Harrower. Kimberly Smith should be the last shot of the first half. And if they can get a good shot here, close that margin, get it into single digits. That's early, that shot. Chance for Australia to increase it. That's not the best decision in the world. Harrower, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Goes inside. Cambridge for two is no good. Gets her own rebound. Goes up, doesn't get the drop. And at the end of the first half, Australia 34, Canada 23. Canada have definitely slowed the game up, and they've just got to keep plugging away to try and eat into that Australian lead. They're still having problems scoring themselves, but the tempo of the game is much more, I'm sure, is much more to the liking of Coach McNeil. So the Australians leave the floor here leading by 11 points as they start their defense of their World Championship at the moment. Here's the numbers. Still only 3 field goals from 2-point and 2 from the 3-point range for Canada. They've got to the free throw line 16 times, so they've done well there. They've only converted 70% of those. Jackson's all over the game leaders with 11 points. Chomwa, I know they're all from the free throw line, but the 17-year-old leads Canadian scorers with 6 points. Tremendous performance by the youngster. And Jackson, the only opal in 11 in double figures. All the guards contributing there across the board. Gabriel's made a good contribution for Canada. Here's the Australian shot chart. Especially early in the game, there were a lot of green too close to the basket. They got to the basket far too easily. The Canadians, as we've said, done a better job in that second quarter, closing them down, and in particular, looking after their own balls. So, Canadian shot chart. Need to get a little bit more going to the basket. Nothing from the corners is because the Australians have really forced them to run their offense from far. First 5 minutes of this third quarter, absolutely vital for the Canadians to maintain what they have at the moment and try and eat into that 11-point lead. Jackson on the inside, should finish, doesn't. Knocks away, goes up again, goes down in traffic. I think the whole Canadian team had a piece of the ball as Jackson tried to get back up there. Gabriel, good hesitation. Now she's got to find someone open. But to be fair to Gabriel, Chelsea, Aubrey's got to move a little bit more than that. She made it so easy for Christy Harrow to get back in the play by standing still. Off the high post, but Gabriel looks inside. Gets it away off the glass, doesn't get the drop. Great work on the glass by both people. Gamage comes up with a defensive rebound. Harrow pushes. Now she's got numbers. Jackson's going to get called for a travel, which is not pleasing the MVP of the WNBA. Gabriel again doing an excellent job. Under pressure the whole time she's been out on the floor. Jordan Adams looks inside, nice pass, and just doesn't get the drop. Nice pass. Super cut by Smith, and Adams found her really well. Great fake. Could have been perfect there by finishing the play, but Jenna Ahi picks up her second foul, and Kimberly Smith goes to the free throw line. Nice start to this third quarter by Canada. This will put it into single digits. And does. And Smith looks a great pickup for Ibiza in the Liga Femenina in Spain. Excellent performance as she closes it to a 9-point Australia lead, 34-25. Cambridge puts it on the floor, tries to step through, too much traffic. Again, the help was excellent. They've got to look to kick in and kick out. Pass is just too much, had too much on it, had too many green shirts around it. Adams couldn't handle it. Cardinal sins of you turn them over, you need to get a good shot, especially when you're trying to come back into the game. You can't be throwing the ball away cheaply. Christy Harrow steps back for a long three, it's no good. Aubrey comes down with the defensive rebound. Gabriel pushes. This is where they've got to be controlled. Gabriel comes off of the screen. Back screen here, wide open, and knocks it down. Great job by Shepard Delane, and she knocks it down. 6-point game. Cambridge sealed and scores. She got right to the front of the ring, held her space really well. There you go. And the help was just that step late that time. Back out to 8. Aubrey thinks about, takes the three, is off. O'Hee pushing. Cambridge puts it on the floor and is fouled and will go to the free throw line.
Foul number 15, substitution.
Just hesitated. And Jordan Adams just got to stay a little bit better in stance there. She got a little bit upright. Cambridge put it on the floor, went past her. Makes the free throw. Still only 19 years old, it is with Cambridge. Misses with a second. Jackson, huge rebound, just pulled it down, but can't complete on the putback. Gabriel, nice screen by Phillips. That's a big screen. Gabriel, nice finish. Teresa Gabriel gets the 2. 8 points personal, 7-point game. Canada just hanging around. And we got a foul on Phillips, I think. Harrow will go to the free throw line. The foul is on Gabriel. Oh yeah, there you go. Very late. Good call again by the official. Australia have it by 7. halfway through the first quarter. I would have thought by this stage they thought they were going to be far more ahead of this very, very hard-working and talented Canadian team. They've really got into this game. They've found a way to be effective against the world champions. Cambridge sits down. Holly Grimmer. Just wearing Gabriel out. They're throwing. Harrow's got a great screen again by Phillips. No one's talking to her. Sooner or later, Harrow was going to have to say something to someone. We've got a foul here on Krista Phillips. And a bit of a bruised Christy Harrow walks back into the picture. She just couldn't. Let's have a look at that. Look, bang! What a big screen. I don't think anyone said anything to her. You know that's going to be in a conversation after this game. O'Hee. Turn over, Gabriel, great hands. And they've got a foul on Harrow. So Lisa Gabriel. Leading by example on this team. Great defense. She's been on this Canadian national team program for 7 years. 30 years old now. Bringing all those years of experience to what is a hell of a matchup for the Canadian team here. They're doing a great job hanging around. Just got to close it a little, give themselves the chance of thinking about the win. Gabriel puts it on the floor, goes baseline, needs an option, goes for the reverse layup, doesn't get it. Jackson pulls it down. Harrow are looking to run. He puts it on the floor. Gabriel again gets her hands involved. She's got 3 on 2, but there's no balance to the attack. Phillips on the trowel, gets the 2. Nice play. Krista Phillips for her first 2 points. We've got a timeout with the Australians. And Carrie Graf is not happy. Not happy with the pressure that Gabriel put on here. It's one of those situations here that the Australians play really hard and tough defensively. And Gabriel went back after them that time. Maybe the referee did, or maybe the referee didn't miss some contact.
From the bench, you can see the bigs up there calling. That big girl's hanging around the whole time. Just keep looking and we'll call it.
That happens both ways at this level.
The ref just said bad call, bad call. We just have to suck it up. You know what? We're not getting one call. Nothing. We're gonna have to fight for this, all right? They're gonna give the underdog something on a platter. So we got to get on class and we got to keep going inside. The calls will come and the shots will come.
She's absolutely right. They're not getting the call, but they've stopped trying to create those calls as well. And this is largely down to the job that Coach McNeil and her team have done. They've slowed the tempo of the game down. They've taken a lot of the intensity out of it by just making the game slower. They've slowed the game down. The Australians are less aggressive, and the whole game is turning around to a game that Canada can get back into. Great work by the Canadian staff. Great work by the players trying to implement it, and they just have to keep strong with this game plan. They can't get into an up and down type of game with the Australians. That's only going to have one result. So the Australians, after scoring 20 in 1 quarter, have only got 39 and we're halfway through the third. Now it could change in a heartbeat with this Australian team that's so talented. But the Canadians done a great job here. He gets to the basket, no drop, doesn't get the drop. And the Canadians almost take it off each other on the defensive board. There's the penetration. Great effort. Again, it's 4 Canadian shirts around that. Christy Harrow gets the 2. And we've got a foul here. Canadians take the quick huddle, they trail 9. Erin Phillips comes back in for Australia. O'Hee with a 3rd foul, sits down. Phillips just about controls the inbound. Jackson, a lot of pressure on the passing lane. Going inside, Phillips guarded by Jackson, turned over. There's never a pass in lane between Smith and the ball there. Richards pushes and is called for the carry. Second illegal dribble for the Australians on the game. Let's have a look. He'd already blown the whistle by then, so didn't quite get a chance to see that. Turnover followed by turnover. Pilipatis guilty that time, but there was nothing down the floor. Too many green shirts back. Richards pulls up. Finds Grimmer, no good. Chance here for Canada, but again, green shirts back. Got to stay with the tempo. Got to stay with what you're trying to do. Phillips in the nice pass and fouled. And one. Kimberly Smith. Better ball movement that time. A lot of patience. We've got a 7-point game with these to come. Protected the ball beautifully. Goes to the free throw line. Lauren Jackson sits down. Richards picks up her second foul, and we've got a 7-point game halfway through the third quarter. And if there was any chink in the Australian armour about how they approach this game expecting to win, it's very difficult to change your mentality halfway through a game. 6-point basketball game here now. 41-35, Canada doing more than hanging in this game, giving themselves a chance of the upset. Harrower finds Phillips, she looks inside. That's offensive, that's a great job again by Phillips. And the wheels are coming off the Australian offense here purely because I think they've just been slowed down. And now they're trying to work things. And Phillips has held her space. Gamage extended her arm. Well, both people are hooking. Phillips went down. Referee chose to give it to the Canadians. They trail by 6. 41-35. Chapdelaine gives it up. Got inside, doesn't get the drop. A little bit of a weak finish on that one by Kimberly Smith. Harrower pushing and continues to push. Grimmer reverses the ball. Cambridge looking for it on the inside. Good defense. Phillips unable to break it down. Goes inside. Turnover. Edge. I keep saying it, I think it's because of the way the game started. Now they're being forced to do other things and they just can't get out of this mentally. Got to find a way to get the tempo back over. 17 turnovers for the Australians. And that's more sloppiness than anything else. Backdoor cut, too much green shirt. And turnover by Canada. They've had chances to cut this to a 1-point game just by making shots the last 2-3 times down. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Interesting situation. Current world champions only lead by 6 and are really being taken out of what they want to run. Richards is fouled. Good decision on the screen by Richards. Saw it and then really attacked it. Went underneath, didn't give her a chance to get back into play. Samantha Richards, good decision. Really aggressive. Tamara Tatum back in the game as Achonwa sits down. And Tatum, with her quickness compared to who's been guarding her, could give the Australians a problem, especially as Phillips is in the game. It does give the Canadian offense some options late in the shot clock to really attack through Tamara Tatum. She can put the ball on the floor well enough against the matchup she has, gives the Canadians some options. Come up with a rebound somewhere, and Phillips comes down with it for Australia. Where did she get that from? Tremendous effort by Erin Phillips. Gets the ball back to the Australians. All some of that Canadian hard work undone by just effort by Phillips. Cambridge goes inside and doesn't get the drop. Chapdelaine penetrates. Turnover followed. defensive efforts. And the turnovers are beginning to really wear them out. Samantha Richards that time. Cambridge sits down and Abby Bishop steps back into the game. Gabriel comes back. That should make the Canadians safer with the ball. Gabriel's done an excellent job of looking after it. Still only a 9-point game. Gabriel gets to the keyway, finds knocks Tatum over. And we've got a jump ball. Just a little misunderstanding. Handles it to her, gets bumped a little bit, and then bumps into her. And jump ball called by the officials. Canadians have it back, turned over. Phillips, 2-on-1. Goes herself and scores. Sneaks it out to the 11-point game. Tatum goes inside to Phillips. Back cut. Oh, travel. And Coach McNeil takes the timeout. That little run has, to a large extent, undone the great work the Canadians did in getting back to a 6-point game. Too many key turnovers at key moments. 2:35 to go in the third quarter. The Canadians with a timeout. Here's Coach McNeil.
Great execution the last time. That was perfect. I don't know if you traveled, but anyway, that was great execution. We've got some quickness out there. Let's get into our stuff. Okay, I don't know if we're going to this lineup, but I want to go all our Princeton stuff, and then we get the
Coach McNeil really wants that team to execute what they've got, their offenses, their patterns, that they can get into areas of the floor where they can hurt the Australians. They're not out of this game at all. It's only an 11-point game. And it's an 11-point game, and if the Canadians hadn't turned the ball over, they'd have been right in it right now. 46-35, 2:20. Just over 2:20 to go in the third. Richards turns the corner, gets it back. Messi's phase of play, but foul called. Well, she wanted the first foul, didn't get it, and then got this one here. Richards on the free-throw line, chance to take this out and increase the Australian lead. He's good with the first. And goes 2 from 2 from the line. Richards had a big impact since she's come back into the game after that Canadian run. Steadied the ship a little bit, come up with some defense. And here's Gabriel. He's looked after the ball so well for the Canadians. Smith onto the inside, no foul. Great job on the glass by the Canadians, and the effort again pays dividends. And the Canadians just will not go away. Hanging in there. If they could stop turning the ball over, they have a real opportunity. Phillips on the baseline, turns it over. And Coach McNeil in the last timeout, great emphasis on the quickness she has on the floor. You know, both Tatums are in the game. Phillips looking to the referee for a call, but she's not going to get a call going down there behind the basket. And the Australians in the last few minutes have got a little bit into the officials, and it's not really paying dividends. And the Canadians, without those few turnovers, would have really been knocking on the door of tying this game up. Here's Gabriel. Again, she's been so secure with the basketball. Looks back door, wants the foot, gets the foot violation. Gabriel's going to have to go most of this game if the Canadians have any desire or hope to give themselves a chance to win. They look so much safer with her with the basketball. She's done an excellent job. And we've got a foul there. That's just sloppy by Abby Bishops, just reaching for something that wasn't there. And again, it's the way the Canadians have played this game that's begun to really frustrate some of this Australian lineup. Phillips sits down, Jackson comes back. Every free throw, every possession, crucial for Canada if they're going to get back in this. Jordan Adams, 1 from 3, that's not going to get it done. She's got to start knocking these down. Makes the second. We're back to 10 with 1:30 to go. They've got to hang in for the last part of this quarter. Kicks to Jackson, we've got a foul. Alicia Tatum called for the foul, that'll be her first. And she sits down. Chonwa back in the game. If she can keep it simple, the 17-year-old had a huge impact in the first half. She rebounded well and made her free throws. Richards has been a huge difference maker in this third quarter though. When Canada got back, Richards took over. Makes both. Gabriel. Got to keep that scoreboard ticking over now, Canada. Got to keep it around 10. Gets the high post screen from Adams. Richards hits the floor again. Someone's got to be open. Chonwa for 2 is way off. Defensive transition is good again though by Canada to really stem the flow of those fast break points, but Jackson finds a hole and doesn't finish. Becoming a little bit sloppy at times. Smith gets it back to Gabriel. Smith and Gabriel need to touch the ball a lot for Canada. They've done a great job for him. Spins back. Nice pass to the inside. Tough shot by Adams. Nowhere to go. Ball out of bounds. Let's take a look. I got a little bit of sympathy with Coach McNeil because Hodi Grimmer kept on moving. Kept on moving and made the contact, but no call. Grimmer reverses it. Aqua gets it back to Christy Harrower. Open in the corner is off. Great effort by Gabriel to knock it away. Grimmer was pulling that in to score with it before she knocked it away. 50-38. Could be a momentum changing 16 seconds here. If Australia get a score here, if it's a 3, it opens it out to 15. That's a long way down if you've only scored 38. Oof. How quick was that release? Lauren Jackson just got rid of the ball so quickly. Smith for 3, big 3 is off and knocked away. That will do it for the third quarter. 38 Canada, 52 Australia, 14-point margin. Canada got right back in it in that third quarter, but we end that third one with Australia with the 14-point margin. Let's just get a look at some numbers on the game. We should get some stats coming up. But that quarter was all about the Canadian effort to get back in the game. They're still only shooting 32%, but their effort to get back in that game was superb. All the effort stats showing well for Canada, but there's just a little bit too much class offensively for Australia. But the number that's killing Canada is the 20 turnovers. The top of Group A, as they beat China in the first game of this year's World Championships here in the Czech Republic. Great effort. Smith almost comes up with a steal. Kimberly Smith wants the ball. She'd think it came off. The Australians, only 12 seconds on the shot clock. Harrow's going to look to penetrate here. Pulls up. Great decision by Harrow. Class player, class decision. Just got to do a little bit more on that pick and roll to take that option away from Harrow. Wide open for three. Is way off though. Rebound by Abby Bishop. Danger signals here for the Canadians. It's already 16. Snell penetrates, finds Grimmer, gets set. Short at Harrow, one of the smallest players on the court, almost came up with that rebound. Chelsea Aubrey, as we said earlier, will know these Australians play their basketball in Bendigo. Smith looking back door, it's too far away. It's just too much distance between that and the intended receiver, and Harrow got a hand, and we've got a whistle. 54-38 as Razan Murthy steps back into the game. Abby Bishop just says, well, let's get it back out. Harrow sets things up inside. Oh, hey, beautiful pass. Beautiful pass. Holly Grimmer, the person who gets the points, but tremendous pass by O'Hee. Kimberly Smith. Nice ball movement by Canada this time. A little bit more urgency, a little bit quicker. Nice skip. Philipaitis with a shot is off. Jackson with yet another rebound. Harrow looking inside to Holly Grimmer. Well, O'Hee, I don't know how she managed to wriggle her way to the baseline, put up a not the best looking shot in the world, but stayed with it. Phillips and Janelle Beckering come back into the game. Jordan Adams steps out. Jenna O'Hee on the free throw line. Is off with the second. That's a better push by Philipaitis. Gets it to the three-point line before she pulls out. Nice look, but just too hot to handle that pass. Pressure on the ball made the pass tough because it's wide open underneath. 19-point game. All of a sudden, start of this fourth quarter. Harrow from halfway to knocks down the huge three. 22-point margin, not doing justice to Canada's performance, the margin at the moment. It's gone from being close and they're hanging in there to a 22-point game. That doesn't reflect how hard Australia have had to work in the middle two quarters of this game. Abby Bishop picks up her third foul. Canada. Got two huge games after this to try and get to the second stage. Looking inside, Phillips holds space and doesn't finish. Got to make that chance here for Australia to run. Phillips steps back. Damages as it knocked away. Filipatis, good hands. Hesitates, but kills the dribble. Now she's got a problem. It's getting a bit scrappy for the Canadians now. The pressure's just beginning to tell. In the first quarter, we used the word relentless, which is the way the Australians pass their basketball, play their basketball. Carries his call for a second offensive foul. I'm not sure if we might see that one again. And with 6:46 to go, Canada take a timeout. Coach McNeil, tough job now with the last nearly 7 minutes to go.
All right, look, we've got to stay on this with the possession stuff. They're gone now in terms
lots of
legs.
positives for this game for Canada.
It's a game and run it. On that one, just hold it here for this to establish.
They've got to get things out of this game that they're going to prepare them for the next 2 games. They just got very sloppy in the last 2 possessions.
Let's go 1, 2, 3. You guys switch. Anything with you 3 switch, anything with you 2 switch. Okay, you got that?
Meanwhile, with the Coach Graf, she's been her approach in this stage is relentless. She's looking for real aggressive switches, really trying to get points out of that defense. It's a great demonstration of how pressure can wear you down, because Canada adjusted to it in the first quarter, lived with it for the middle 2, and now have just been worn down in the 4th. It's been a great demonstration of the way to pressure people over the whole period of a game. Absolutely relentless by the Australians. No one sums that up better than Aaron Phillips, who just doesn't know, is just continually on the go. Canada. Got to finish the game positively now, the Canadians. It's not just about today, it's about the rest of the tournament for him. Tatum puts it on the floor. Tied up, nice help by O'Hee, pushes. They now have numbers down the floor. Grimmer comes to it in the block. Tolo in the game, looks it high-low, doesn't get it. Grimmer on the floor, penetrates, and is called for a foul, intentional, unsportsmanlike foul by Krista Phillips. Let's take a look at this. Asked for by the Australian bench and given. Krista Phillips will play her first year of pro basketball coming up this year. She's, as you can see, she's takes up a lot of space. She's very strong. Went to University of Michigan. Playing hard right down to the depths of this game. 6:16 to go, 61-38. The Australians now really stretching the margin. Balavaquia comes in the game, finds Phillips. Phillips hesitates, gives it to O'Hee. A lot of traffic there that she went into. Fouls called. Foul called on Zay Murphy.
Foul number 12. Substitution.
And substitution coming in from the Canadian bench. Kayla Chapdelaine is in the game with an offensive foul called, and I think Krista Phillips is finding out what it might be like to be a pro. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, that's Aaron Phillips took no prisoners on that screen. But you'd have thought the 6'6" big girl could have taken the hit from the 5'7" guard, but when Aaron Phillips sets the screen, you all know about it. Krista Phillips at the high post, got a face, doesn't face, but kicks it off. Beckering, out one. Janelle Beckering gets to the hoop. Nice finish. Led with the arm. Extended away from the defense. Gets the two. And with this throw would make it a 20-point game. As I just said, 20 points does not reflect the performance that Canada have put up here. Gets the drop. Canada with 5:40 to go, trail by 20. Phillips open for three. Is off. Phillips, good defensive rebound. Chance to run for Canada. Look down the floor, they've got to get numbers, someone's got to get to the block. Decide to reset it and pull it out. Looking inside, slips, stays with the play, doesn't get it. Good hustle. And Bellavacqua gets it to Erin Phillips. Molly Grimmer puts it on the floor, kicks it, Bellavacqua. Phillips looking to reverse it. As a whistle. And O'Hee is real instant offense. He doesn't know, literally doesn't know what a bad shot is. Wants to score. Good aggressive cut. Gets fouled. We go to the free throw line. Jenna O'Hee on the free throw line. Friendly roll, makes the first. Takes it to 8 points, and that takes them to 9. Jenna O'Hee's going to sit down. Abby Bishop steps back into the game. Shot of Penny Taylor there, obviously. Decision by the coaching staff. Maybe there's a slight injury or there's a little tiredness after that tough WNBA campaign, but obviously not taking part in the game today. Alicia takes steps in the game for Canada as they trail by 22, and there's still no let up by this Australian lineup. Phillips hands it off. Kicks it. Tatum puts it on the floor. Gets it away, doesn't get the drop, and Phillips sweeps up that rebound and pushes. Richards looks inside. Grimmer, beautiful pass. Mariana Tolo cuts to the basket. Janelle Beckering picks up her second foul. It's a long old trip from Australia, but those fans on the far side are expecting to be here for the duration of this tournament, and they're making themselves heard. They're enjoying themselves today. They're kicking off the 2010 Women's World Championship with what looks like a win. And it's been a good exercise for him as Tatum gets a nice pass and finishes. Because Canada have really pushed them. They forced them to raise their game in the fourth quarter. Richards spins to the middle. And nice pass, finds Mariana Tolo again, and she scores two. 21-year-old, all 6'5" on him. Tatum with nowhere to go, helped out by Chapdelaine, and finds Phillips, who misses the gimme, goes up again, doesn't make it drop, and Phillips will bring it away. Just under 3.5 to go. Defending champions opening up their campaign. Grimmer is off with the three. Phillips comes off that high post screen, opens up but chooses not to take it. Richards penetrates. Solo gets the rebound, no help by the Canadians. And timeout called just literally 2:59 to go. And Australia take the timeout.
Here we go, guys.
Coach Alison McNeil, great job preparing his team for this game. They came up with a game plan. It's run away from it in the last fourth quarter. But she knows she has 2 tough games to come.
We make a great play and then we stop playing. And then we don't have someone like that last time. We get great help, and then we don't have guards rebounding down. We don't have someone getting in there, and that girl staying there wide open after TM. Everybody has to help everybody.
And she's trying to teach in this timeout. It's about helping the helpers, about staying in the play. The last few plays, as she said, they've got great initial help. No one's helped the helper, and as in the last play, Mariana Tolo had an unopposed rebound. So Australia bring back Elizabeth Cambridge. Erin Phillips running the operations in that little huddle. Canada have to finish this game positively. One win out of the first stage, and you could get through to the second group stage, and that's got to be where Coach McNeil wants her team to be. Adams, nowhere to go. Good defense by excellent defense by Tolo. Adams picked a dribble out, and Tolo again. We mentioned this earlier on. Didn't reach. Made sure she played the free foot, the foot that she could use to keep trying to step past it. She wouldn't let that go. 5-second call, not a turnover. Australia with further chance to add to their 69 points. Phillips looks inside Cambridge. He's got to do a better job in that ceiling. He's open now, not found by Bishop. You've got to feed the big player. Cambridge, even though she's 19, will begin to get a little bit frustrated if she doesn't get the ball when she's open as she was throughout that play. Phillips will go to the free throw line to take the Australians over 70, or to get to 70 as she misses the first. Good with a second. 70-43. Yeah, foul. Now Beckering is hit on the arm as Erin Phillips tried to steal it. Beckering will go to the free throw line because of the team foul situation. Beckering had a great program in the States. He's at Gonzaga. And makes the throws. Richards takes it straight at the Canadians. Misses the what was an easy 2, really. But if you're Coach McNeil, you're not going to like that. Make the free throw. Richards gets it, gets all the way to the hoop, and really misses something she should have made. But jump ball, and Canada will control it. Last 2 minutes, game 2 of Group A. Inside to Adams, gets it out to Tatum. Tries to turn the corner. Only one result there was going to be a block. Tamara Tatum, and blocking foul called on Abby Bishop. And Tamara Tatum will go to the free throw line. Australian basketball, I've used the word throughout the whole of this game, is relentless. They just will not let up. Whatever the score, whatever the situation. Tamara Tatum on the free throw line is good with the first. 23-point margin. It will be a true reflection of this game if the Canadians could get it under 20. Turnover's going to help them. Oh, Coach Carrie Graff cannot be happy with the number of turnovers that the Australians have committed. That literally gets it up to 22 turnovers. Tatum puts on floor, got to find a shot here, there's no time. Somehow scoops one, I think she travelled. Referee agrees. And with 1:18 on the clock, Australia lead it by 23 points. Ideal workout in many ways. The opposite exception of Penny Taylor. Everybody's got minutes, everybody's seen time on the floor, they've had a chance to get out. And however much games you have in preparation, you can't beat the actual tournament game. Well, there's a picture as Lauren Jackson disagrees with the offensive call. More perplexed than anything else, but that's Cambridge's fourth foul, of which 3 have been offensive. Last minute of the game. Cambridge pulls down another rebound. Phillips with a chance to run. Looked very good in the game. Phillips very active. Richards and Horror, the 3 guards that Graff seems to be running. Cambridge holds the space well and finishes well. All 3 guards have looked good for the Australians. Cambridge with a move that you're going to see a lot of over the next, well, hopefully 10 years if you're Australian. Tatum, long 2, is off. Solo pulls down the rebound. Last 16 seconds of what's turned out to be a really great workout for the Australians and a performance that Canada should be proud of in the way that they really stretched them in the middle 2 quarters and should give them confidence going forward. But Canada lose to Australia. Australia have it 72-47. They go to the top of Group A with a very impressive performance, even though Coach Graff will have lots to work on. They've looked what they are, the defending world champions, and they start with a big win over Canada. Canadians should take lots of positive out of this game. They found a way to be effective, and they'll go forward. And the games against Belarus and China are games that they'll be trying to find a way to win. The Australians hope this is the start of a very long journey. Lauren Jackson and the defending world champions kick off their defence with the 72-47 win. There's still the worrying number of 23 turnovers, but you know they're going to work hard. Their shooting percentage in the paint in 2-point range, 53%. They will shoot the 3 better than that. So Jackson, even though she hardly played in the second half, ends up with 13 points, leads all scorers. Gabriel had an excellent game, and Smith had an excellent game for Canada. They have lots to build on. And there are the scorers. Points all round for the Australians. But that's an impressive debut for the 17-year-old Achwana, with 6 points. And an Australian shot chart that shows how effective they were in the paint. Nice shot chart if you're a coach. Shots inside the keyway and a decent number from the 3-point line. So nice balance to their shot attempts. The Canadians were less than effective than that.